Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss the term Speech Act Theory. Introduction. Speech Act Theory, developed by philosopher John Austin, presents a novel approach to the study of language and communication. In his posthumous work, How to Do Things with Words, Austin challenges the traditional way of analyzing isolated sentences devoid of context and circumstances. He also questions the prevalent belief that sentences primarily serve the purpose of making statements that are either true or false. John Searle and H.P. Grice further explore and expand upon Austin's ideas, emphasizing the significance of the overall linguistic and situational context in understanding language. Components of speech acts. The theory posits that when individuals engage in speech or writing, they simultaneously perform multiple types of speech acts. Firstly, they utter a sentence referred to as the locution. Secondly, they refer to an object and predicate something about it. Thirdly, they perform an illocutionary act which can be diverse, such as questioning, promising, commanding, praising, and more. Additionally, sometimes the speaker's utterance may also have a prelocutionary act, influencing the hearer's actions or state of mind beyond mere comprehension. The illocutionary act performed through a locution may not necessarily be an assertion of truth. Instead, it could be any of various speech acts, depending on the linguistic and social conventions governing the specific use of language. For instance, the same sentence can function as an assertion, promise, or threat, depending on the context in which it is spoken. Appropriateness conditions. The successful performance of an illocutionary act depends on meeting appropriateness conditions, which are implicit linguistic and social conventions shared by competent speakers and interpreters of the language. These conditions differ based on the type of speech act. For example, the appropriateness conditions for a successful promise include the speaker's capability and intention to fulfill it and the belief that the listener desires the fulfillment. Constatives and performatives. Austin distinguishes between two types of locutions, constatives and performatives. Constatives assert facts or states of affairs and can be judged as true or false. Performatives, on the other hand, are sentences that accomplish an action, such as promising or questioning. However, Austin later finds that this division does not hold rigidly, as some performatives also involve reference to a state of affairs, while constatives can perform illocutionary actions. Application in literary criticism. Speech act theory has found application in literary criticism as well. When applied to direct discourse within literary works, it helps identify the unspoken presuppositions, implications, and effects of speech acts in a systematic manner. Additionally, some theorists view all literature as mimetic discourse, imitating specific forms of ordinary discourse, such as autobiography or biography. Deconstructive theories. Deconstructive theories have offered a more radical perspective, proposing that fictional literature is a prime example of performative language. They argue that fiction does not merely refer to pre-existing states of affairs, but brings into being characters, actions, and worlds through the act of narration. Limitations and criticisms. While speech act theory has significantly influenced the study of language and literature, some critics have pointed out its limitations. They argue that applying speech act theory in literary criticism can be cumbersome and may oversimplify the complex nature of literary texts. Conclusion. In conclusion, Speech Act theory provides a valuable framework for understanding language and communication beyond traditional notions of truth conditional statements. Its application in literary criticism has led to new insights into the performative nature of language and literature. So this was the discussion on the term Speech Act theory. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other term. Until then, goodbye and thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to this series on literary terms and literary theory. If you want to study the notes and MCQs related to this term, you can click the link given in the description. We are also going to start our online and offline classes for UGC NET for English literature very soon. So stay connected with us.